is going on, everyone? Happy Thursday. I can't even get the earpiece in. There we go. Bingo, bango. Happy Thursday, almost Friday. Welcome back into the Ryan Ripken Show. We're going to help you get to almost the end of the week. And I wish I could say, guys, that this would be the time of year where we have all of these headlines to talk about. But this is kind of the dog days of summer. But we do have a full show kind of slated for you. First, we're going to kind of talk about, well, what kind of happens in this time for baseball season. Preseason just starts. What's it mean for fans, players, communities? And then, Throwback Thursday, we're going to introduce a different style. One of those topics is going to be around not Adam Sandler. I apologize. Will Ferrell movies. Top 5 Will Ferrell movies. We're going to discuss that later on. And because of it's Thursday, we're going to have our Holy Shirts and Pants members. They're going to call in later and stop traffic. If you are a channel member, Rips Good Kid, or a Holy Shirts and Pants member, we're going to have a little Q&A where we're going to close down the chat and it's open just for the channel members. And we're going to answer your thoughts and questions on this lovely, lovely Thursday here. And if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. I don't know why it's a little bit harder to talk today with my Invisalign in more than usual. I have to enunciate. But maybe if you guys can still hear me and my enunciation is good, let me introduce who's in the studio with me today. Well, behind the sticks, he's back. He's got the best hair here, Mr. Brad.
Goddamn right I do.
Okay.
I don't care what anybody says about Kevin's hair.
Who says Kevin's hair is good?
Kevin. Oh, hold on. There you go.
I'm back. It's
and Zach's here.
Yeah, hey, how's it going, everyone? It's been a weird thing recently. People have been really trying to push Kevin into that conversation. I just don't see it.
He doesn't even brush his hair. He wakes up and just has his flat spot in his.
I didn't even know that was in
the
realm.
People are trying to push votes there, but I just don't see it.
Who is they besides
Hashtag
Kevin?
Kevin, bedhead for the win. Yeah, he even knows it. He owns it.
Kevin's style is no style at all. That's what he benefits from.
He really does. But you know what? Whatever works. Just like, when you have the messy hair like I had yesterday, it can look good for you, right?
Shut up.
Yesterday,
I can't.
I wish I had a screenshot of that.
He tried to bring this
up.
up.
Yeah, it was.
He just brought this up before we went live.
I did. I brought it up. I was like, because he asked if his hair looked good today. And I was like, oh, today we care. Because yesterday it was all over the place.
I'll be honest. I thought yesterday it was that sexy, disheveled looking.
No, it was not. It would be fine if the back of your hair wasn't sticking straight out.
Well, can anyone see the back of the hair?
Yes.
Yeah, everyone else are going, damn, that guy looks remarkably not put together, but put together at the same time.
Ryan is the king of the 30 seconds until the show starts. Wait, does my hair look fine? And we're like, it's as good as it's getting. I don't know what we're going to hit with it next. That's why I wear the hat every day. Concise, to the point. It's my brand.
He hiding the 5 head.
Rip
wears it proudly, and Zach hides it.
Yeah, I'm not at that point, right?
I'm gonna be honest though.
Although when I cut my hair, I went hatless for 6 months.
When?
I don't even know what it would be like for you to have short hair.
When have you not worn a hat on this program?
It literally was towards the playoffs, or no, it was towards last May-ish. I think it was towards the NFL draft last May. I remember because I went 3 straight weeks without wearing a hat on the show because Engraving came on and was like, Zach, when the hell did you stop wearing a hat? I thought they got someone else.
So, okay. So you're saying May 2024?
Yeah, that's probably around the time.
Yeah,
a little bit longer ago.
Yeah, 6 months ago or 4 many years ago.
Sometimes time flies.
Yeah, when things were good, when things were great in Baltimore, the O's were winning 1 million games. Everyone was excited about football, even though you wanted a little bit of a break. But what's always stayed constant is my positive attitude, and my hairline has not gotten higher It's about the same here. And thank you, Tom. Rip's hairline is fine. Damn right it is. And look, man, like
just kissing ass is all that is.
Okay, dude. You know what? Enough about my hair. I look good. You guys look good. And for all of you out there, hello. You all look great. And I appreciate you guys tuning in. Let's just talk about the meaning of the dog days of summer, because we kind of like referenced it the last couple days, right? It's right now for those that are curious, but what does it mean? Dog days mean, and it kind of started with a baseball term where you get to a part of the season when you're playing where shit just kind of hits the fan. Your body's tired. You know that the finish line to the season is close, but it's not close enough. You've been at this for months. But then also, it really feels like Groundhog Day. That's the player side of it. And especially right now, if your team's not in the playoff hunt, buddy, I got to tell you, counting down the days is tough. Like, you're going out there and you're trying to win games, but it weighs on you more because you have to focus on, okay, I got to play well instead of let's just try to win the game, right? Because it's a business, it's a job, and it takes out the ultimate goal, which is to go out there and win every single game. But now from a fan's perspective, from the everyday dog days, from a fan's perspective, the MLB trade line just ended. Zach's Super Bowl for the summer came and went.
Yeah.
Just like that. And now for August, we have this, I don't want to say it's a dead period because football now is picking up. The Ravens play their first preseason game tonight against the Colts. That's exciting. But for most people, it's not going to move the needle until we get to Labor Day, right? So the dog days for fans are just waiting for that next exciting moment. Because right now, if you're an Orioles fan, heck, if you're down the road, you're a Nationals fan, not a great year for baseball so far this year.
No.
Zach, you are not having fun overall this year.
No, I don't think. Actually, I would say it's actually
been fun.
We've been having fun from an Orioles fan perspective. Not been having fun. I've newly decided to claim the Padres as the Baltimore Padres just because they have two guys from Baltimore, and I think 5 guys who have played on the Orioles. So that's kind of who I'm following from a distance. But first preseason game for football, it's like there's the first preseason game, and like there's a little bit of that, like, okay, like I'm excited to watch tonight. Like I'm like, okay, Ravens are playing. I wouldn't say it's overly excited. I'm just like, I'm ready for football again. Then that first preseason game ends and it immediately goes to, okay, can we just start the regular season? Like preseason games 2 and 3 are really hard to start getting hyped for. Like tonight, at least there's a little bit of that, like, okay, we got football back.
Oh, it's
like,
back.
Yeah, like we're watching the Ravens on the field. And then like it ends. And then like next week you're sitting there and you're like, okay, like maybe if we could just fast forward to the real games, like I'm tired of, no offense, but I don't need to see Devin Leary, playing, what would that be, like 9 quarters total over the next few, like, let's get to the Lamar show.
And it's for fans. Yeah. It's not as, it's not as sexy as my hairline, right? It's not something that I'm going to make that a thing here, guys, but it doesn't move the needle. Now, I will say for players, man, like trying to make the team, like these are the days where you're grinding if you're a football player and a baseball player if you're out of it. I look back and cheers to our guy Cedric Mullins setting out a New York Met. Setting 2021, that Orioles team was woof bad, right? And Ceddy had his best season. He had one of the most historic seasons in Orioles history from an offensive standpoint, but he had to do it knowing that each and every day they were out of it by, it felt like May or June, and you had to play the rest of the way to try to see where you would still fit in. And Cedric playing so well that year made him a staple moving forward. So like it matters for a lot of guys, but for fans, yeah, you're ready for the real thing. You're ready for the meaningful moments. But for the players, at least for football and for baseball, you are looking to take advantage of the opportunities in this moment. And then you're going to have guys like British Raven right here. He's ready for football. He's ready to strap in the helmet all the way across the pond. He's ready to go hit somebody.
I'm ready. I mean, I'm kind of ready for it, I guess.
Is that the energy that did that match that title right there?
No,
The
I'll be in this mode when like September hits, okay? And Zach and I talked about this before the show. But like preseason football, it's a meaningless game. Exhibition games, whatever. But like now there's no starters even playing in this game.
Well, except Nick Moore.
Except an elusive Nick Moore. Should we put
those
like
long snaps better be?
I think
that's what I'm.
Should we put his face on some milk cartons? Because I don't even remember what he looks like, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I thought it was a good gif you put in there the other day.
Just no chance.
You know, absolutely not. No.
Also, it's so funny,
But-
Brad, go ahead.
Go ahead. No, I was just gonna. Preseason games are bullshit, and I'm not even just talking about like Ravens in general, but like since we're talking about about Ravens football tonight, going to the game and spending money on a ticket, paying full price for food and beverage, and then parking. By the end of it, you're spending $200 even for cheap seats. You know, when you spend all that money to watch, some second string guys play. If that's your thing, not knocking it, but I'm not going to a game where I'm going to pay full price for everything, and I'm not even going to see the starters play.
Yeah, and again, this is the fan experience, which you want to see the best guys out there.
Yeah.
There are some that love to see the whole production.
Sure.
And for me being in it as a baseball player, like I'm excited for these rookies because I see the comments actually like, hey, it's not meaningless. It's not meaningless for the players.
No.
The guys are earning their job, but from a fan's perspective,
You're not
which
watching
game would
it.
you like to watch?
Yeah.
Monday Night Football, the Lions and Ravens
Yeah,
in prime time?
exactly.
Or week 1, Colts Ravens preseason. You know, personally,
Cooper Rush starting for the first quarter. Who
I
else?
actually would love to see that, but all eyes are going to be on, can Nick Moore actually help a young rookie kicker? Because if he can't, I'm going to find someone else that can. Okay. So that's where
I agree though. It's one of those things where I'm excited to watch it. We were talking about just kind of the pricing and everything about how it's not really even cheaper these days to go to preseason opposed to. So I'm excited to watch. I wouldn't go. I'm not as into. I'm not, when I'm tired, I'm not going to go to the game.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
I'm gonna
yeah.
lock in and watch all 4 quarters. And
I'll be honest,
I'll be
I
live
might-
after the game. So
I'll be honest. If for scheduling, I still would go to the games. I love it. I do.
Yeah.
I'll be honest though, too. If you go to games, it's a little more relaxing. You
Yeah.
know, if you're a fan of
it's-
the team,
You're-
because you're like, oh, you know what? I hope everyone really, it's like,
Yeah.
I hope everyone had fun today.
Yeah,
And no one's hurt. Like that's the only time you sit there in a
Yeah,
preseason game
for sure.
and it's like, I hope everyone played the way that they wanted to play.
Nobody gets hurt.
And that guys took steps, they made a case to make the team, or they got the confidence that they needed.
Yeah.
But if the Ravens lost, in our case, 'cause we root for Baltimore, they lost 40-0. I wouldn't love that, but you know what?
Doesn't count.
I hope you all had fun. You know,
Yeah.
that's how I view it. That's the way the cookie crumbles. But
Which kind of brings me to my next point was Glenn Clark had Buck Showalter on talking
Mhm.
about the bananas and his experience with that. And Buck Showalter made mention of like, they don't charge for certain areas of parking, and there's a discounted pricing on some food and stuff like that to enhance the fan experience. And then his wife apparently even asked Buck, like, why do we even charge for spring training games? And it kind of just makes you wonder, like, these are opportunities to see players up close and personal. If it's not a game that counts towards anything, meaning like playoff implications, then why are we charging still $10 for a beer? Or why are we charging $12 for a sandwich and $7 for a bag of chips? If you want to get some more fans out, if you want to get more active, I feel like, especially if you're not well off, or maybe you're not as fortunate as some others, gives you an opportunity to get to a real game. Just my thought on that.
that's why everyone loves the minor league games, by the way.
Yeah.
Because you get great action. You might see some future stars.
Yeah.
And something weird is going to happen during the game.
Fan engagement in minor league games are way better.
Oh, I mean, it's great. I could tell you a lot of things. I'll tell you one quick story. I know it's not minor league Monday, but it's Throwback Thursday.
The Toast Man.
Well, the Toast Man, power up. The toaster. All right, enough of that. The amount of times he had to throw toast because I struck out in West Virginia, it was high.
Yeah.
He threw a lot of he threw a full loaf, it felt like. Mitch Keller, actually, pitcher for the Pirates, he definitely caused that, I think 2 times in one of those games. But I was playing in Lynchburg, Virginia. So it was the high A team at the time for the Cleveland Guardians. And I was playing for the Frederick Keys, who are coming back to be an Orioles affiliate, by the way. That was just announced.
Congrats to the Keys.
Congrats to the Keys. I know it stinks for the city of Aberdeen that they will become the draft league, and the Frederick is now going to move back to being the affiliate for the Baltimore Orioles. They're making renovations, but I got to say, Frederick for the city, when I played in the high A in the Carolina League, I think they led the Carolina League in average attendance. Like they packed it very well. That's besides the point, but the Keys were on the road in Lynchburg. And so they had maybe 100, 200 fans maybe at the game. They're going to say it was 600 to 1,000. I could tell you it was a little bit different. That series saved my career, but I remember I am on deck and Jamie was at the game. And Jamie always is conscious of drawing attention to herself when it comes to me playing. And so because there wasn't a lot of people at the game, the employees or whoever was running the fan promotions were like, hey, would you guys like to participate in the on-field game? You're going to play musical chairs on the field. And Jamie's like, no, like I'm okay. And her 2 friends go, we're in. We're all doing it. So then they grab Jamie and I'm on deck and I see Jamie going across the stadium down. And I can see her kind of shaking her head. And I'm like, oh, well, this will be interesting. And luckily, though, I saw all of it. And Jamie told me from her perspective, she goes, oh, God, if Ryan strikes out, it's my fault. He's going to be superstitious about it. And I go deep. And then Jamie then's face lit up. She goes, he's fine. I'm going to win this shit. And then she did. She won the contest. And then DL Hall was walking back from the clubhouse and looks at her and goes, Jamie? And he goes, hey, hey, DL. He goes, great job. All right. And they won free tickets to a Lynchburg Hillcat game.
Hey, there you go.
Which we didn't go back there to play, and I got called up 2 weeks later. So
There we go.
it was a good time. It was a good time there, but the minor league moments are incredible.
But that's how I feel like, football, like preseason football should be treated. So, something like that, where there's a little bit more of an intimate type feel.
Yeah. And also I will always actually have more of a sweet spot for minor league games, being a lot minor league baseball player. Because at least with those guys, in that case between preseason and the minors, you get more access even than MLB or even preseason games. Like you're right there. If you're in Frederick, we had to walk through the damn concourse to get to our clubhouse, which had some issues. I'm glad they're fixing that thing. But we would be right there. And so I think the minor leagues allowed an intimacy that is really unmatched in these towns. Like it brings communities together, how many people they bring or not, and makes it affordable for families in certain places.
Yeah.
Preseason, though, I love it for guys to get the opportunity. And I'll tell you, I'm scouting who's going to be on the fantasy team this year, fellas. But I'm with Buck Showalter on these moments. You want to give access to people, but it is a business. You're going to sell tickets. You want to bring people in. It is special, though, to be able to see the players in a different light and make it a great experience at the end of the day. But I will say, unfortunately, guys, I think there's going to be some cheaper tickets the rest of the season in Baltimore unless they go on a bender.
What?
No, but I meant
no. I don't mean to cut anybody off. When you get voicemails and it converts it to text?
Yeah.
And now we're talking about the Keys.
Oh.
I got a voicemail from a guy named Nate. And he says, just reaching out this afternoon as I saw you joined our Junior Keys Club this summer.
Oh.
Which I did not do.
You joined? You're shaking those keys?
But I didn't do it.
Shake those keys, baby.
I didn't call this person.
Shake those keys. Shake them.
Like, what the hell? That's the most random, like, what timing? I get a random call from somebody saying that I joined the Keys Club, and I did not join the Keys Club.
That would be.
I can't believe that.
Your phone's always listening.
I
Something's
guess.
always happening.
Something's happening.
Something is always
I can't believe that.
happening. So excited that football is getting closer and closer on that lens. For the Orioles, I'm still excited to watch the storylines of how some of the younger players are going to play out.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
We talked extensively yesterday about Samuel Basayo, who hit another home run.
Mm-hmm.
Just a home run machine.
23.
Yep.
He has more home runs than how old he is. I don't know if that fully makes sense, but he's 20 and he has 23 jacks in AAA. It's impressive to say the least.
Yeah.
But Samuel, I believe, is going to get his chance soon. A lot of these guys, the games matter tremendously. I'm excited to see how they finish. That will also be a really good feeling for the fans, at least, if you see this team have the fight and try to grow and build on what has been very disappointing. But at least in this case, from a different perspective, Zach, I think you mentioned it, but now you're watching some of your favorite guys elsewhere. Like Ryan O'Hearn had a big moment last night, didn't he, Zach?
Yeah, goes long ball in the 9th inning to tie the game in Arizona off a lefty. So Ryan O'Hearn starting to get comfortable there. He did say post-game that this is the deepest lineup he's ever been a part of, which kind of hurt, but that's, true. Ramon Laureano is also just going off. He's been fantastic.
Well, he's been
for them
going
as
off,
well.
yeah.
So
he's been on a bender.
Yeah, he's having an incredible season, and it is continuing in San Diego. So happy for all of them. Really pulling for San Diego because that'd be a fun team to see win it all with a lot of cool Baltimore connections throughout. Jose Iglesias is even there. Like, that's just one of my favorite. Like, hey, remember he was an Oriole? And I thought that
Are we
was
talking about like Jose Iglesias, like, oh my,
yeah,
like
oh my God.
Yeah.
So I thought when he was on the Orioles that was kind of like the tail end of his career. I was like, okay, he's got like one final stint with a bad team. He just keeps latching on with these contenders and becomes the heart and soul of the team. And it's just incredible.
Telling you, it means a lot. It means something. And these guys like Ryan O'Hearn and Ramon Laureano, Padres are in a position now to make a playoff push continuously. Ryan O'Hearn cannot hit lefties. He's not allowed to hit lefties.
That's right.
Yeah, being allowed or can't, it's interesting. Now, I know they could say numbers, but we did have that video with Buck Showalter that we posted, I think last week, where when the platooning and you kind of tell a guy, hey, we like you, but, we want to try to protect you, and matchups say it's better to switch it, and then that gets put in the player's head of, you don't think I can do this? And Ryan O'Hearn is better against righties than lefties, but can he hit lefties? Yeah, absolutely. For the go ahead.
I was gonna say, right? We talked to him about it.
Yeah.
I remember
last year.
Sitting, and he even told us, he was like, I don't get it. He was like, I wasn't bad against lefties in the minors. He's like, I came up here and like he was like something just mentally just couldn't hit him, and then all of a sudden people were like, oh well, he's just clearly a platoon bat. You're not going to hit lefties if you don't get a chance. So I'm glad he's just been overall this season given the opportunity to do what he does. And it's impossible not to root for Rohearn.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Brohearn, he's out there hitting it. I'm curious on if he likes Gavin Sheets or not. Because if he doesn't, I don't blame him.
I was just about to say we should hit up Gavin and see if we can get Gavin Brohearn.
Have them talking about
Laureano.
it.
Yeah.
Which is right now.
Well, does Laureano and excuse me for my ignorance. Does he need an interpreter, or can he?
No. He can speak.
Okay.
He can speak. He might maybe though to talk to Zach, he might ask for an interpreter just to keep his distance.
Laureano actually keeps quote tweeting my tweets.
I saw that.
Like 2 of the last
Urias did the same thing. I think Urias did the same thing.
Yeah, I was like, all right. It's very cool.
They're good kids.
Yeah,
they're good kids.
I will say though, last night, watching the replay, Ryan O'Hearn hits the game tying home run, and he's met in the dugout by Manny Machado for a celebration. And that was one of those moments I didn't know I needed in my life until it happened, where I was like, this feels like a lot of my worlds colliding suddenly.
What is it about San Diego and its love for Baltimore players?
I don't know, but I would love to go out there. That's incredible weather.
They clearly, and it's
not just the Padres, but just San Diego.
They like their Baltimore connections.
Yeah.
Jackson Merrill, Gavin Sheets,
Manny Machado,
J.K.
Dobbins.
O'Hearn. Let's see who else. Well, J.K. is now. Well, you're saying Chargers with that one?
Yeah, that's what I said. San Diego in general. J.K. Dobbins, Gus Edwards.
They're L.A. You know, like they got.
Well, I know, but I mean, like,
and now he's
like
a Bronco.
They used to be San Diego. And
yeah.
like,
well, the L.A. Well, I mean, the West Coast teams have an affinity for Baltimore. Chargers, Baltimore of the West Coast, and then
technically, if we're going off of former Orioles. Nestor Cortez, Nestor, Nasty Nestor, known as an Oriole, you know. Hey, I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do.
It's a fun team. San Diego's a very fun team to watch. The Pods they're rolling. They're one of the best teams at home, and they're going to try to chase down the Dodgers, which it's going to be a tall task just because of their pedigree. But this team, of all the teams, I feel the Pods give the Dodgers the most fits because they just don't have that fear. It's more tense. That rivalry is the Dodgers say it's not a rivalry. It's a rivalry. It's gritty. There's no love lost.
Padres are 2 games behind the Dodgers, which is the closest that they've been since June 13th, I believe. So that race is heating up between the Padres and Dodgers. And I saw actually a few analysts talking about it today, and I don't want to get into too much recency bias because, like, let's be honest, the Dodgers over the past few weeks have struggled. They still win a lot of games, but it's not this team could break the all-time record good. And the Padres are just hot. But a lot of people are picking the Padres right now. I don't know if that's because of how the two teams have been playing recently, but the Padres are that's a team that I don't think it can be understated or undervalued how much a team gaining momentum at the deadline and then your GM going, hey, we're going all in to try to win this. Let's get Mason Miller. Let's go get O'Hearn and Loriano. Like, let's go get these pieces. And then suddenly you're looking at it. If you're on that team, it feels like they just, especially when you look at the Dodgers, who they got Stewart. Was their only move, who actually has not pitched too well as a Dodger so far. That the Padres went for it, and I think that they are trying to ride this momentum. And remember last year, Dodgers win the World Series. All the interviews a few weeks later, there were a lot of Dodgers players that were like, yeah, we couldn't believe we beat the Padres. We thought they had our number. They were up in that. We thought, damn, this is the best team right now. They escape them, go on to win the World Series. But I think the Padres, if there's any team that I think is just pounding on that door right now, it's the Padres.
And that's why when we look at super teams, and you talk about what the Dodgers are doing, that team can be beat. And they were on the ropes last year. They could have been beat. And some could say, I'm not going to say they should have been taken down, but Padres had a chance at home to close it out, and they didn't. And then the Dodgers, that's why they had the championship pedigree. They just refused to lay down, and they made the plays and then went on, get by the Mets, and then go to play the other New York team. The rest is history. They do their thing. They had their big moments. The crazy thing is, though, that no one's talking that the Milwaukee Brewers have 70 wins, which leads Major League Baseball.
I'm sorry, I can't do it.
Because
every year
because of that, because
every year
they haven't gotten to where they want to go. But the Brew Crew are 70-44.
Yeah,
70-44. Dodgers 66-49, and the Padres just 2 games behind them, 64-51. The Mets are losers of 8 of the last 10, sitting at 63-52, trying to chase the Phillies, who took the series from the Orioles.
I mean, when you look at the Brewers, they are very sneakily every year. They're one of those teams. We talk about the Rays, who obviously are having a down year as of the last few months. They started out really well. The Brewers, I mean, that's a team. Think about it. They had all their guys and they were selling off pieces. Like they got rid of Corbin Burns. Like it's like every offseason, it feels like they make these moves almost in a, hey, we're kind of selling. We're not going all in. But then Andrew Vaughn goes there. Absolutely unreal.
I love that move for them.
Yeah. What's his name? Quinn Priestler, been dominant since coming over from the Red Sox. They just find these guys that show up and fit in, and just then they just go. And
they're the Rays of the National League.
Yeah,
they just find every ways to win games. And just like everyone expected right now in the baseball season, the top two teams in Major League Baseball are the Milwaukee Brewers and the Toronto Blue Jays. How about that? Two best teams. Baby. Baseball. And the Blue Jays have a 4.5-game lead, 4-game lead on the Red Sox, and the Yankees. They're getting closer to the Orioles. I mean, kind of, but yeah, they are.
I mean, they're not trending in the right direction. Let's put it that way. Look, we all kind of like give Orioles Twitter a hard time. Try venturing on over to Yankees Twitter and tell me how you feel about it.
It's incredible.
There is something every night right now, and they're not playing a good brand of baseball. I will say, you guys know me. I like to be about fundamentals.
Yeah.
I say the Orioles could have won a lot of games.
Oh my God.
When you made that graphic the other day, Zach, it was 8 blown saves for the Yankees since July 1st.
Yeah.
8 blown saves. Not, we were winning the game later in the game. 8 blown saves, close out a game, and we lost that game.
Yeah.
And then they have the other 10 or so games or 20 games where they just didn't execute.
Well, I mean, you got Jazz Chisholm just forgot how to play baseball. I mean, they're
having a lot of mental mistakes.
I don't know what Volpe's doing.
Volpe did a complete 180 where last year he was platinum glove caliber and struggled immensely offensively. Out of nowhere over the past month,
he's got 16 errors.
Well, yeah, so he has like 7 home runs in the past like month and a half, but he leads baseball in errors. So he was the prototypical insane defensive shortstop who, if he gives you anything offensively, it's a bonus. And then out of nowhere, he flipped and it was like, yeah, he's got some pop, but you can't put him in the field. And it's like, how does this happen? That's why, Rip, we talk about it all the time. It's got to be something mental.
It is.
It
is. And Omar Vizquel, I'm trying to find that clip, and maybe we can run that later. But Omar, I asked him about checklists of playing short. And this is not just for shortstops. It's for all infielders in general. But the ones that play up the middle or third base, you got to deal with a lot more.
Mm-hmm.
And Omar was really not critical of any specific player, but just saying guys need to understand and watch more of what's happening in the moment and not use the card so much. The card can be a baseline of what the players do, but you have to watch what the players are doing today. Are they out in front on a breaking ball? Are they pulling off the ball? Are they late on pitches? And you adjust accordingly. And then the other part is knowing where you're going with the baseball before it happens. Derek Jeter, if we're going to talk about Yankees, DJ had a quote out there that said, I already planned in my mind everything that I was going to do beforehand. So I never was surprised if something did go a little bit unexpected in the field of play.
Yeah.
Because he already envisioned it and he knew, all right, ball's gets hit off a pitcher and it's ricocheting. Where am I going with this? It's trained, and then the muscle memory kicks in of what you have to do. So I think that for Volpe, when you're not confident, and this is for any player, and I thought Gunnar had some of those moments earlier this year where you're thinking too much and your footwork gets out of sync, and you don't make the plays that you usually can. And then you see Gunnar get on a roll and you're like, damn, that's why Gunnar is playing shortstop, because athletically, he's a freak. He has the range. Ellie De La Cruz, freak athlete. He has the range, but you got to understand how to use your skills. And it's the mental side that helps you get to where you want to be, and at the end of the day, that's all you want. And I know that, Nick, you're saying Derek's a terrible defender. I don't think that's fair at all.
No.
Like, if you want to say he wasn't known for being the best defensive shortstop, sure. But to say that he was a terrible defender, I promise you, they weren't going to put him out at shortstop if they thought, hey, Derek, we think you're an awful defensive shortstop, but you do some things well at the plate, so we're just going to keep you there.
Especially in New York.
Yeah. He could handle it. Again, towards the end of his career, my dad had to move to third.
Yep.
Things happen at those times. Could they have possibly moved? Alex is the one that moved to third when he came from Texas, kept Derek at short. Alex might have been the better option to play shortstop because of his build and his movement and how he does things. But it's Derek's team.
Yep.
They said Derek's going to be the shortstop. So we can mix and match all we want here. And I understand when we look at metrics, though, and saying negative 155 runs saved, I hate going metrics with some of the stats because can I tell you one thing about, we want to do
people
stats.
love to pick and people love to pick and choose that kind of stuff.
And I'm not reiterating that he's a great shortstop defensively. That's what he's known for. No one's going to sit there and go, Derek Jeter,
best of all time
shortstop. When they think of great defensive shortstops, they think Ozzie Smith.
Yeah.
Omar Vizquel is up there.
Calvin,
but people don't think Calvin was shortstop, which is interesting.
Really? People don't think that?
I think that, but I know a lot. This is the example I wanted to give. Where is it? Where's advanced fielding? Come now. Where is it? Here we go. This was probably one of the craziest ones for me. Okay. My dad in this year, that was chances. He had 680 chances, had 3 errors and 680 opportunities. A 996 fielding percentage. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
Did not win the Gold Glove.
Really?
996. He had a 986 the next year, making 11 errors. And yes, he had 200 more chances, but made 11 errors. So he made 8 more errors. He won the Gold Glove.
What? How do you win the Gold Glove if what metrics?
And then the next year he had 12 errors with 744 chances and won the Gold Glove. So his best statistical years that are on here, the 2 prior years, he didn't win a Gold Glove at all. And that's a stat of sane metrics. Now, I know they're going to say he saved a lot of runs. He's got a good WAR. So I just think numbers in general can be misleading. It can be for players. It can be against.
Yeah.
And so I think the value overall of what Derek provided to the Yankees on the field, off the field, and to an extent defensively was good enough. That was a huge part of why they won games.
Yeah. We talked about that yesterday about players with intangibles that make an impact on a team just by being there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And obviously Derek Jeter did more than just be there, but I'm just saying in general, it's more than just what you're doing, defensively, offensively, it's a culmination. It's everything.
Yeah. Well, and that's the part, Nick, I see it saying the advanced metrics say is the worst of all time. I think if we polled, this is my thing at the eye test. If you watch Derek Jeter play his career,
yeah,
would you have taken away that is the worst defensive shortstop I have ever seen?
No.
That. I think that's where I go. Is it's an eye test. I know what stats can say.
Right.
I get it. I do. But watching the guy, I looked at the guy he was one of the best players, and he had moments. I never thought, wow, liability.
Mm-hmm.
We can look right now, and we're talking about Volpe in the situation. I think he's talented, but right now, Volpe,
he's a liability.
Right now, mentally, he's in his head.
Yeah.
Kyle Schwarber being out in the outfield, dude's a beast at the plate. Can hit some tanks. That's when we're going, okay, Kyle Schwarber, good defensive player. No, the metrics are going to tell you that as well. But the eye test, I don't even need to look at Kyle Schwarber to even say what's going on. When J.J. Hardy came to Baltimore, I never needed to look at J.J. Hardy's stats. J.J. Hardy was so damn good, you just watch him play.
Mm-hmm.
Go, man, he makes all the plays. Never was fancy. I thought he was the most underrated shortstop of his time.
Yeah.
But is he always remembered as being that good? In Birdland, he is. But around baseball, people don't always bring his name up. But I digress.
So it's actually a great segue to our guest.
Yeah. because talking about J.J. Hardy and a lot of former players. We meant to have him on last week, but, things happen. But we got to get back on track here. And we got to talk about some of the updates with said commissioner of the Hall of Pretty Good. Let's bring on our friend of the show, friend of the program, Bryce Whitlow.
Hey,
how's it
Bryce,
going, guys?
How we doing?
what's up, Bryce?
I'm doing great. I just heard a JJ Hardy mention before I came on. I mean, that's fantastic. Love talking about JJ.
Dude, beast, man. And I mean, I thought he was one of the best shortstops when he played. I think Birdland feels very similarly. I know you're a big fan of his.
Yes.
And I guess, though, then, Bryce, like by the metrics of the Hall, pretty good, he would still qualify, right? I got to check the WAR, but he should still be good.
Oh, yeah. He would be like upper echelon of the Hall of Pretty Good, but he's definitely right there. I mean, he's perfect for it. Like, he would almost be a poster child, really.
Yeah. Well, congratulations, by the way, for all of the success you've had, the collaborations, the partnerships, which is amazing. But we got to know now. I saw that there was a little bit of an update on the guidelines of the Hall. Pretty good. Do you mind sharing that with us?
Yeah, so I recently partnered with Baseballer, as you referenced, and we decided to get together and work on a new graphic, and kind of update the requirements. And so we did two major changes. Well, one's pretty major, and that would be we upped the WAR requirement. We upped it to 38.6. And a lot of, people who study WAR and stuff, they know why. That's the Harold Baines meter. It's to put us right below Harold Baines. And, no disrespect to him, but he is a controversial Hall of Famer. And so I wanted to expand to make the qualifications anybody who was just below him. And then also one other thing that we did, we're now voting once a week on Wednesdays. And the reason we did that is so we could celebrate these candidates for a little bit longer. Like we had Darren O'Day on, like you and I talked to him. I feel like he had just gotten elected, and then we just very quickly moved on to the next guy. And so I wanted to create a week to just celebrate one player. And so those were the reasons behind the big changes I made to the Hall of Pretty Good.
I love that. And yes, it was a Harold Baines being brought in. It was a controversial, but I love all the changes, and I still love the concept. It is continuing to grow by the day. But Brad, you got a thought here?
Yeah. What's up, Bryce? So I actually have a quick question for you. Once a week, okay, cool. I understand the thought behind that. Do you see yourself maybe? Is that even too often, or like what was the mindset behind that? And is this only going to go across baseball season? Is this going to be a year-round thing, or is it going to eventually evolve into like what the Hall of Fame is? Is that you kind of like build this up to one type of grand event a year? What's your vision there for that?
Yeah, so like what I tell everybody, when I got started, like I didn't put too much thought into it because I was just kind of goofing around, and then it became, a bit bigger than I thought it would be. And so that's why I started with 2 votes a week, because I just didn't care. I was just posting stuff, having fun. And then people started actually caring about it. And so then I was like, well, let's slow down and let's go to once a week. And I'm a teacher, too, and the school year's just starting up. I'm actually in the classroom right now. And so, it makes it easier on my schedule. But I could see us, making it a bigger thing that kind of rivals the Hall of Fame or something close to it in the future. But I'm just kind of having fun with it as it goes along and seeing what comes my way, honestly. There's never any big plans for the future, if I'm being honest. It's just a fun, loose type of thing, really.
I mean, you started for the love of it. You know what I mean? Like you did it of, I'm just going to keep posting. And then by the day or by the week, by the month, whatever it is, the numbers just grew. I mean, you're like what? You're at 150,000 or something on
getting close.
You're 149 right now. Amazing. 149,000.
That's awesome.
I'm super thankful. It's been an awesome time. Like it's changed my life. Seriously. It's been amazing.
And then you had AJ Bersinski just he gave a nice little speech in there about it. What's
I was just going to say, I love that the players are about this too. That's what's really awesome. Yeah.
Yeah. Is there any special moments that you found? I mean, we talked to O'Day. Take out talking with O'Day. What's been some of the cool experiences that you've reflected on recently?
It's just like you said, even talking to O'Day, taking that out of the equation, like getting a speech from AJ, having these guys just follow me and just know who I am, or even just call me by my name, which might sound ridiculous, but the fact that they know me is just so amazing to me because I just spent years watching these guys every night after school. I mean, it's really made me like the happiest I've ever been just getting to talk to these baseball players. It's been such a joy.
Yeah, just talking shop, man. I got some ideas I got to talk to you about here. And for those that don't know with Bryce and the requirements, I wanted to pull it up here. And if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. Ryan Ripken Show. We're live every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday right here on YouTube, X, and Facebook. And we're live with the Hall of Pretty Good Commissioner, Bryce Whitlow. And you can follow him on X, Hall of Pretty Good on X and on Instagram. But Bryce, I mean, what's cooking then for this week? What are we looking at?
Yeah, who do we just vote on?
Yeah, what are we looking at here?
So we just voted on a personal favorite, Mitch Morland. He didn't get in. He only got 56%. I just announced that he did not get in, which kind of hurt me. Yeah, Mitchie two bags. Great part of that 2018 Red Sox team.
I mean, if you want an extra base hit, Mitch Morland's your guy. I mean, I know I was sad about that.
A Gold Glover at first base too. I mean, he had defense as well. So I get it. Looking at his stats compared to like a Shane Victorino or an AJ Pierzynski, I get it. It does hurt anytime a player doesn't get in, though. I could make a case for everybody, I swear. So, but I get it. He got 56%. So close, but not quite.
Yeah, I mean, for his career, did a lot of good things. He being a part of the Boston teams, right? Won a World Series with Boston. And looking at the doubles.
219 in his career.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I think
That sounds pretty
mean,
good to me.
I was going to say, for a guy who towards the end of his career was only playing 20, 22, he had a few very low games played in some of these final seasons, but there was that.
He was crazy in 2020.
Yeah. 2020, he did very well. Mitch Morland at his prime when he was, the later Texas years into the Boston years, it's a guy you want up at the plate with some runners on base.
That's what kids, or that's what their parents would tell their kids about the glory days of Mitch Morland or
smacking doubles around Fenway Park.
So Bryce, do you have like a backlog of players that you kind of already know that are going to be featured or going to be voted on? Like what's that look like for you?
I spin a random wheel actually that has almost 1,000 names on it. And so I do that before every vote.
Oh, wow.
I don't even know who we're voting on next Wednesday yet because I haven't spun it yet. Sometimes I wait till right before. Sometimes I plan it out, for collaboration purposes with a player. But like it's just a random wheel. That way, because if I was on it, I would choose like I'm a Red Sox fan. I grew up a Red Sox fan. I'd choose all my Red Sox favorites. I loved watching the Orioles. I'd pick all those guys I grew up with too. So it takes personal bias out of the equation. And so that's why I randomly select.
Yeah. And so when Steve Pearce gets brought into this equation, Steve Pearce just might have to
99% vote.
It has to be 99%.
Yeah, that's got to be a shoo-in. He's got to be a shoo-in.
Steve Pearce is on there. I will personally pay a visit to every no vote. That's what
if you're an MVP of the World Series, you have to be in the Hall of Pretty Good, right?
Yeah.
I mean, that has to be a
poster boy for pretty good. Just gotta show up and do the dirty work.
Right.
Show up with your mail.
Hopefully Red Sox and Orioles fans come together and vote on that one. Steve Pearce is awesome. He signed a hat for me when I was like a 10-year-old kid at Camden Yards, like before a game. He stopped and signed for me. And so I still have that hat. I'll always love Steve Pearce.
Steve Pearce, man, just big leaguer, grinder. He got a 13-year big league career.
Yeah.
When you think about that.
Yeah. That's a long time for a big
long time.
He officially played for every team in the AL East. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah. I forgot about that one year he sadly was with the Yankees.
Didn't he have multiple stints with the Orioles? Was it like 3?
Mm-hmm. He had 3. Yep. Because he was in 2012. They went to Houston and New York in the same year. Then came back to Baltimore in 2013, went back to Tampa, and then came back to Baltimore in 2016. Damn, it was like he was just taking half seasons off.
He was all over the place.
Steve Pearce, man. You wanted to win some ball games, you got Steve Pearce on your team. Speaking of you being a Red Sox fan, Bryce, maybe talk a little briefly. I thought that Red Sox fans would just trade Roman Anthony like Baltimore, but I guess they'll extend him instead. You got to be pretty happy about that, huh?
I am. I've always been a big fan of these early extensions, buying out arbitration, and then a couple years of free agency. I think it's a great idea. I feel like the Braves kind of got famous and popular for doing that, and then a lot of teams have followed suit. I mean, you're gonna get burned a couple times. I think of like John Singleton with the Astros and like Evan White with the Mariners. I think they kind of got burned on those types of contracts. And we see like Michael Harris struggle a little bit with the Braves. He has a similar deal. But overall, I think you're going to hit more than you miss on deals like this. I love it.
You know, I agree with it too. And I just wonder, because in Baltimore, everyone goes, oh, great. You know, the Red Sox are extending their young stars, and there's no extension yet for some of the Orioles now, who their agent does play a factor into that equation. Westberg, Gunnar, and Jackson all represented by Scott Boras, but something's got to give at some point. But I love Roman Anthony. I thought that was a great move. Craig Breslow, who was under all fire for trading Devers, right? And, they're losing the culture. The Sox, man, like, don't look now. They're kind of humming. They're in a good spot. I mean, imagine if the Sox actually acquired Joe Ryan. Fox.
Right.
I mean, they did for 2 seconds.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that post actually when it was posted. I almost like made a tweet about it and stuff. I'm glad I waited, since it didn't actually happen.
Dude, it was on Fox. Like Fox put the tweet out.
They put
So
the
like
tweet
I just
out.
assumed that it was legit. And
We
you
were
can't
all duped.
even trust them anymore.
It's unbelievable, Bryce. I don't know what we're going to do, but I do actually have some ideas for you and I. So I'm going to text you after this.
Yeah, same.
Because, let's just say I got a couple things up my sleeve, and maybe we need to have some more face-to-face with some other members of the Hall Pretty Good.
Yeah.
So
I'm always down.
all right, great. Yeah, and Darren O'Day, he loved that. That was such an awesome moment.
That was one of the coolest moments of my life. Like, seriously.
So that's the thing. We got some ideas. My people are going to talk to your people, meaning I'm just going to text you after this. But Bryce, where can everyone find you specifically for what you're doing for the Hall of Pretty Good?
Yeah, my main place that I post is Instagram at MLB Hall of Good. Check it out. That's where we vote every Wednesday. You can find all my content there. So it would mean a lot if you checked it out.
Damn right. And also seeing Brooks was saying Michael Young. Michael Young needs to be popping up soon.
Lefty killer.
Oh, what a beast. What a beast. We could do this for days.
Yeah.
But Bryce, appreciate you, man. You are always welcome. We're going to get you on the cadence, but have a great rest of your Thursday, and I'm going to talk to you soon, all right?
Thank you for having me again. I love coming on, and I appreciate it.
Bryce Whitlow, everybody.
Thanks, Bryce.
The commish.
Look, you know what? When we talk about good kids,
Good kid.
like
Great kid.
Bryce should be the poster child for good kids.
And
He's just so humble. He's so, just loves doing what he's doing. He's just a good kid.
he knows ball.
Yeah.
Put on there certified ball knower. Bryce Whitlow. I'm serious. He talks about the contracts. He talks about the X's and O's. He gets it.
Sorry.
Point out Evan White, by the way.
I was just looking at Michael Young, 310 career hitter versus lefties. I mean, come on.
He's got to be in.
Come on,
Yeah.
Big.
He's got to be in. But in the meantime, because that vote's not going to happen, but what you can help, at least us on, is you can hit that like and subscribe button. So we're live every Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, right here on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Appreciate you guys. I see you guys on Facebook, X, and on YouTube. We did a Rip After Dark last night for the Holy Shirts and Pants. It was a long night. Rocco, people learned a lot about Rocco, even more.
Oh, boy.
One of the things is that Rocco actually turned down ordering Wawa. That was a big
Oh, good for him.
Yeah,
Wow.
well, I don't know if it was because we were shutting down and he was kind of peer pressured into like, dude, for me. And just being like, you don't need it, You don't need to have it.
Yeah.
You don't need to spend money right now on it. You're good.
Yeah.
Instead, he went and got some like dill pickle goldfish.
Yeah,
you
he
know?
he is a midnight snacker.
He is a big snacker.
No, not just late night snacker. Like unless you live with that guy, you really have no idea.
And it's like his snacks are like he's not just like getting like, oh, let me get some goldfish. He's like, Nice. Let me order an entire Papa John's pizza.
Yeah, that's so. So we did that. So like it was like 2:30 in the morning one night. Rocco and I were, our short stint living together, and he made a full blown DiGiorno pizza at 2:30 in the morning. Got the Iron Roosters hot honey sauce and just poured that shit all over there. And I got peer pressured into eating pizza at 2:30 in the morning.
Yep, it's cutting season. As you know, it's always cutting season.
365 for that guy.
But you know what I will say? Who doesn't love a good pizza? Guilty.
Yeah, we had
Guilty.
we had pizza last night.
Big pizza guys here. But
Disco's underrated pizza.
Disco is great, underrated pizza.
Oh yeah, Zach knows about the hot honey sandwiches over there.
Yes, he does.
Oh yeah,
he certainly does. You know what though? This was one thing, and if you know, Tom felt bad for ever making fun of him after seeing Rocco's TikTok last night.
What?
He did something for Maroon PR, so we were watching it, and we're like, "Oh my goodness!" But all of this, like, we go into the depths. So if you guys want to join,
now I gotta go
dark, go hit that join button. Be a channel member. We really just we shoot it over there. We interact. We talk about things that matter in sports and things that really go off the rails, and things usually go off the rails with Rip After Dark.
It's hard enough not to do it on this show.
Yeah. We try to rein it in here. We do our best. And also, I think it's a good time before we get into some of our fun activities, and we'll open up for Q&A in a minute here. But I want to shout out our sponsor, Merit Clubs, by the way. Really excited to continue. We're working through football season, guys. We're going to work.
Shout out Merit.
Shout out Merit. And also, Merit is having a special right now where I know people don't like the full 12-month terms. And they're going, you know what? End of summer, stop traffic. We're just going to offer the same price you'd have for a 12-month gym membership for a 1 month. And also, when the summer's ending, guess who gets to give out some free month memberships or two? Us guys. Like this guy, but like collectively us.
that's gonna be fun.
And maybe some other opportunities to win for the tailgating season. But you got any other questions, check out meritclubs.com or text us or message us, and we'll give you all the goods with Merit Clubs. But they have been a phenomenal sponsor for us. And, hey, they're partners with the Baltimore Ravens. So we got some things in the works this fall.
Hey, now.
Brad, do we try to open this up here for with channel members only Q&A? How do we do that?
We can do that. I will do that in a moment, but we do have our Throwback Thursday event.
Oh, we want to do that first? We in there?
We can. I will. So as we're doing that, I will
okay.
shut down the public chat, and then it will only be for members, and then you can ask those open-ended questions, folks. That's how I plan on doing that. Give you a little bit of time to adjust. And look, we're not asking for a ton of money. We're just asking you to support us. But if you have some questions, you got to pay to play, baby.
Pay to play. Play to pay. We got some good kids here, though. We got some good kids. But you did mention Throwback Thursday.
I did.
And we have a Throwback Thursday, and we've been teasing it all week.
Yep.
And we're going to start doing something like this every Thursday moving forward. Who doesn't love a good comedy? Who doesn't love?
Yeah, because they're dead now.
They don't make them like they used to. And specifically,
Nope.
Will Ferrell movies, man, in the prime of it. And we've gone through this week of just how many hit after hit after hit movies that you quote constantly.
Yes.
You know? Zach, obviously.
Yeah.
You know every single movie. The movie that you claimed that you knew well, Anchorman, you didn't get the
I'm not
main
good
ones.
with, you guys are good with the quotes. I watch a movie, I laugh, and then I'm good. And then some
it really
Anchorman
didn't
quotes,
mean that. Okay, didn't mean that much to you then.
No, I'm not a big movie guy. Yeah. But I did kill this list.
Oh,
You got your list?
a bold statement.
Yeah, it's perfect.
Do you want to rock and roll with us first?
Yeah. Are we okay? I wrote it down. I do have,
But also for parameters,
Yeah.
right? I think we talked about parameters. He has to star in the movie.
Yeah. This is not cameos. This
Yeah,
is
yeah,
not,
that's
Will
the stuff.
Ferrell was in the movie. He is like
and he's the main star.
Yeah,
Main
like
star.
Wedding Crashers does not count.
Yeah.
Like I would even say, I know Old School's classic. I wouldn't put that in mind because he is a co-star in it. He's not the main star. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Austin Powers cameo, but honestly, that I would put that in my top 5, but we can't for these rules. Go ahead, Zach.
All right, my number 1. This one was tough. I went Step Brothers. I love Step Brothers.
Number 1?
Yeah,
Okay.
I'm going Step Brothers number 1. Number 2 is when actually Brad and I were talking about this prior. Number 2, I'm going to put up there, not necessarily because I think it is the best Will Ferrell one, but because of what it reminds me of and everything. I'm going to put Elf at 2, because Elf is that when I was growing up, every Christmas, watched it like 100 times.
Mhm.
Like that was like one of the go-to Christmas movies for me.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going Elf. The next, I'm not gonna lie, I have 4 in the next 3 because this is where it got really tough because only 5 was hard. I gave Anchorman the nod for 3. I love Anchorman. 4 other guys, and then 5 I could not pick. I tossed up The Campaign and then Talladega Nights.
Cool. I mean, it's a tough list. So read it again once.
So I got Step Brothers, Elf, Anchorman, other guys, and then I'll give the nod to The Campaign. But I have Campaign / Talladega Nights. The Campaign. I think it's hilarious.
Hold on.
I mean,
but you're gonna put Campaign on
this.
this. You're gonna put Campaign on the same level as Talladega Nights.
Yeah, I think
Holy shit, bro. That's a hot take.
Campaign is one of those underrated movies for me that I think is just hysterical. I love the whole premise of it.
Punching babies and shit.
Yeah.
So Step Brothers, Elf, Anchorman.
Like the scene where his kids are telling him all the messed up things that they did.
Yeah.
Like that scene, every time I see, why did you do that?
Oh God. Yeah. That was a great, and I use it all the time. I'm Marty Huggins. You better get yourself a broom because it's a mess. And even though then I love when they're doing Cam Brady, like brings it in close, and that's his like trash talking.
Yeah.
And Jason Sudeikis is in it.
Yes.
Like that's when they're trying to explain in the speech, I'm not going to use my hands, but we know it's a good movie. So I'm sorry.
Yeah.
4 was Step Brothers, Elf, Anchorman, and
Other guys.
Then Campaign.
Yeah. I will say 3, 4, and 5. I really could. I wanted to put Elf top 2 strictly because of
I don't
that
blame
was
you.
like the main Christmas movie that I watched, and then Step Brothers. I just think is incredible work.
Yeah.
Well,
all right, Brad, you got yours?
Yeah, I'm just gonna tell Zach why he's wrong.
Okay. Yeah, perfect.
The Other Guys is the most quotable movie of all time, and it was the last great comedy in our recent history, 2010. And that's my number 1 movie of all time. It's Other Guys. I can quote the entire movie. Most people know what I'm talking about when I quote certain lines. Shaved. Step Brothers was number 2, Anchorman number 3, Talladega Nights number 4, and Elf is number 5 for nostalgia's sake.
Mhm.
It's a great family movie. It's hilarious. It's got all the things you need. That is my list. But Other Guys was like, and these probably could be interchangeable because Talladega Nights is also one of the most quotable movies of all time. But Other Guys just takes there's no funnier movie than The Other Guys, in my opinion.
Did you guys like the Daddy's Home series?
It's not even in the
No.
But I mean, I'm not saying top 5.
It's hard. It's hard for me. Like prime Will Ferrell. Like when it hit The Other Guys.
Yeah.
Anything after that.
Yeah. I
don't know what we're gonna do here. Like and honestly, like it's not that they weren't good.
No.
Well, I will say I know some people who like Anchorman 2 more than Anchorman. I disagree. I disagree completely.
Who? Tell me who it is.
I was actually Don't
tell me it's Malachi.
No. This was a few months ago. I remember this was a Twitter debate which was like, and there were people legitimately like, no,
Those people
Number
weren't.
2 is.
Those people probably weren't born when.
I was going to
Anchorman
say
even-
I completely disagree with Anchorman 2 being, and I love the Anchorman sequel. 1 is fantastic. 2 is, like you guys said, it kind of after 2010, it kind of fell off with everything.
It is what it is. So other guys, Anchorman 3 was.
It was other guys, Step Brothers, Anchorman, Talladega Nights, Elf.
Okay. Other guys, Step Brothers, Anchorman, Talladega,
Elf.
And then Elf.
I'm not gonna lie, I just looked up Will Ferrell movies because I know I'm missing some. I'm kind of upset I did not include Kicking and Screaming in mine.
So here we go.
I was gonna say, I know for a fact that Rip's got it.
Here
that
we
just
go.
made me so upset.
Let's give you Rip's list for Will Ferrell here, okay?
Yeah.
Now, I love Elf, but I would not put that in my top 5 for Will Ferrell movies.
Wow.
I think it is
Hates
a top
Christmas.
5.
Write that down.
I think it's a
Ryan
top.
Ripken hates Christmas.
I think it's one of my favorite Christmas movies.
Okay.
One of my favorite Christmas movies. But when we look at this list, guys, I'm like, damn, when I laugh my ass off, or I'm like, I'm going to go watch this, I would choose these movies over Elf, not around the holidays. Okay.
All right.
So let's go with number 5. I love Kicking and Screaming because the fact that you could put Mike Ditka in there, and I learned what a half calf was. Oh, we're going to have a half calf. Or can you put half decaffeinated coffee with regular coffee and just put that together? Oh, a half calf? Yeah, half calf. We're going to have a half calf.
All right.
Mike Ditka, nobody's smoking. And you know what? When in doubt, you pass it to the Italians.
Yes.
Meat comes first. Kicking and Screaming at 5. I was obsessed growing up with Talladega, but right now they might not make the list. What's coming in at number 4?
Talladega Nights not making the top 5 of the Ryan's list.
It's a hard thing here. Coming in at number 4, Semi-Pro for me.
Okay.
I'm a semi-pro guy.
Okay.
Because
SYC.
And that's the okay, I will say this. Semi-Pro is one of the movies when I watched it, I go, this is one of the worst Will Ferrell movies I have ever watched.
Yeah. I was
Ever
like, what
watched.
the fuck are we
And
talking?
yet,
You're putting that over Talladega Nights? Get out of here.
okay, maybe because I watched it so many times, Talladega. Semi-Pro right now, I will go back and watch Father Pat ref games. Talk about SMIC, everyone off the court. Or maybe your mom didn't go to heaven. Oh, that's it. Whole team off the court. Everyone off. Monix was traded for a washing machine.
It's just such a stupid.
Listen, if you're
so
not
stupid.
first, there's a whole kilo of Colombian Bam Bam in the back of this seat with the cougar in the back. I'm telling that Talladega Nights is just so much better than that movie. You can't convince me otherwise.
I agree.
Pray to sweet baby Jesus.
I
I
would probably put, if I could do a tier, I'd probably have them both at 4. I like just having Kicking and Screaming in because I think
I'm down with that. But old school, I don't know.
A tier.
Or not old school.
We should have done tiers. I feel like tiers would.
Top 5 tiers might have been better. Then
Tiers might have
tiers
been.
might have
Maybe
been better. Because Talladega Nights, see, now I'm rethinking this. I really am. This is why it's so hard.
This is my.
If you're not first,
going
you're
through
last.
my Kicking and Screaming dilemma.
I would put, for me, just because of growing up, I would put Step Brothers at 3 because of the fact of I love the movie. It changed all the comedies, the Catalina wine mixer. You're killing it. But if you don't change your face, I'm going to fix it for you.
Yeah.
Derek hasn't had a carb since 08.
Pow!
Just setting your nuts on my drum set.
Yeah. No.
Cops doesn't come on until 4.
Yeah. Why are you sweating? I was watching Cops. Like
Cops doesn't come on until 4.
It is unbelievable. Number 2, I would put the other guys because of I think it is the most well done of all of the movies. I think it's the most well done. But why number 1 for me is going to be Anchorman is because that is the movie that set Will Ferrell, in my opinion, on this trajectory. So when I'm looking at legacy of Will Ferrell movies,
I can buy that.
Anchorman, I watched it 7 straight times at whatever age I was, and then that cast, when you look back
Oh
at
my
it,
God,
Paul Rudd.
Yeah.
Paul Rudd, missing out on Champ Kine's name. Brick Tamlin is
Steve Carell.
Yeah.
Steve Carell. Vince Vaughn is in this movie.
Yeah.
Ben Stiller is with
Channel. Oh my gosh, what it's whatever.
Spanish News is here.
Yeah. Wow,
The
that
street-
escalated quickly.
Yeah. Well, yeah, Brick killed a guy.
Brick,
Like-
where'd you get a hand grenade?
That's
Where'd you get a hand grenade? And then he cuts, everyone's fighting, and Brick's just screaming, running around holding the hand grenade.
and what's one of the most iconic gifts then from that is right after that ends, and they're sitting down having a beer at the desk going, boy, this escalated quickly.
I mean, that got out of hand fast.
Brick killed a guy. Yeah, Brick, I've been meaning to talk to you about that. You might want to lay low for a while because you're probably wanted for murder. Like, it was Christina Applegate as Veronica Vaughn.
Yeah. Great
Go
hiding.
F yourself, San Diego. And the producer behind screaming like, ah! And like,
He'll read whatever's on the teleprompter.
I'm going to have to fire you, Ron. Oh, you're fired, Ed. Bing, bong, bang. I love you. Do you realize what you said? Great Odin's Raven. Like, I could go back to this so easily. Anchorman set the tone for what he ended up becoming. So I put that at number 1.
I can buy that.
I can have the other guys
live
at
with
number 2 because I thought that was the most creative when it came to
that
the
cast also was just
storytelling.
incredible.
The cast was ridiculous.
We were talking
Aim
about
for the bushes and the other guys jumping off a city building.
Thanks for the F Shack.
Dirty Mike
and the boys.
We will have sex in your car again.
My wife's name is Christina.
Are you stupid or are you deaf? It is, and like even when he takes him to the old Irish pub and they're singing those songs and all their like whatever it was, like all their fathers were and the children all got pink eye while their Harry Potter books were burned. Do you like singing those songs? Oh, they're filled with rich history.
Yeah.
Who comes up with that?
I don't know.
Like it was a masterpiece. I do see in here Nova. Thank you for joining, by the way. Hey, Nova.
Nova.
Hey. No mention of Blades of Glory. That for me would be right on the outside. So if I did a top 7, Blades of Glory, and I just semi-pro for me growing up as I got older, I leaned more towards that. Talladega as a kid growing up, that was there. So I did the recency for that one.
Yeah.
But Blades of Glory, Chaz Michaels.
Oh my God. Yeah.
This is next. We should tier this. We should tier this next time.
Yeah.
It is too hard to pick.
Maybe we agree on 10 movies from like Adam Sandler, and then we each come with our tiers.
I don't know. I didn't have a hard time with this. I didn't have a hard time with number 1. The only hard time I had was like trying to,
I didn't know where to put
the ones that were on the cusp. Those were the only ones that like I had a hard time.
I didn't know where I made a last second switch with Anchorman and Elf because I even told you Elf was going to be my 3, but I just the nostalgia part of it. Also remember, Rip hates Christmas.
Yep, that's just as a reminder.
Yeah, just a
he
reminder.
loves the Santa Claus that smells like beef and cheese. By the way,
smell like beef and cheese. What did you say? If you're Santa Claus, what did you sing for me on my birthday? Happy birthday, of course. Damn it.
It is a top tier Christmas movie. I love it. I think it's a great movie. It's a great movie. It's just hard for me to put that in the top 5. Kicking and Screaming. I remember watching that in middle school.
Yeah.
And thinking, wow, talk about another very well done movie that Will Ferrell's son then plays against his dad's other son. So it's Uncle Bucky and his own son. And then Will's son rides the pine for the entire time. And then what's his dad's name? I'm Phil, or not Phil. What's his dad's name? I'm whatever Weston, and we've got balls.
Yeah.
Just phenomenal. But Blades of Glory, the Iron Lotus cannot be forgotten. Maybe we got to try that one day. But it's banned. Can't use it.
Yeah.
This was fun. We're gonna have so many more of these. And thank you, Nova. I appreciate that. It's afternoon delight.
Yeah.
It's one of those that set everything in motion. Fair to say, Will Ferrell's run though might have been better than Adam Sandler's.
Yes.
If you want to go,
tier.
if you want to go like pound for pound, there was, especially in the comedy sense, I would say that. I think Will Ferrell definitely, because then there's other things like I saw. Obviously, it's not a movie, but where is it? Also, like his cowbell sketch.
Where is it?
Yeah, cowbell.
Back to it.
Absolute. I've got a fever.
I mean, so we're gonna talk
More
SNL. Chris Farley is
Van Down by the River.
Yeah, Chris Farley is probably one of the greatest of all time. I would put Chris Farley above Will Ferrell as far as SNL is concerned.
Have you ever watched the Chris Farley Colombian decaffeinated coffee crystals?
Yes.
That
oh my god,
that was so great. So Zach, we're gonna have to watch that.
oh my god, these fries are good.
I'm going through Adam Sandler's movies now. I'm looking at both tabs pulled up next to each other. I think I'm going to go Will Ferrell. I think he just had. It's tough.
You gotta like whichever one's humor because they're different humor.
Yeah,
and I like all of it, but the bender that we talked about.
Yeah,
I don't think that I can put the same bender that Will Ferrell went on for like a 10-year period.
I go off of like what's quotable movies, and then they're quotable because I watched them over and over and over again.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not doing that with probably most of the Adam Sandler movies, except for Happy Gilmore and Billy Madison. Like those are the two that I probably be like, yeah, I could quote a lot of stuff from them. But after that, it kind of like they all fall to the wayside for me. But like those top 5 Will Ferrell movies we just listed, even if they were a little mixed, we could quote something from all of them.
Yeah, I might. You know what? I don't know do I have to bump out Kicking and Screaming for Talladega? Because now I'm just sitting here going, I don't know if I can leave that one out.
I wish I would have.
Sacha Baron Cohen.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, did you really think this through?
Yeah,
I regret not having Kicking. I actually regret having not having Kicking.
It's called Crepes
on mine.
Oh, you know what? I might have to bump Kicking and Screaming out of it then. Or you know what? Re-rank it for me. I'll re-rank it.
There we go.
I will take Semi-Pro out of the top 5.
Yeah, that needs to go.
And I will put Talladega at.
I get why Semi-Pro was in, just because it's that like overly stupid humor where you're like, this is just.
I can't tell you how many times that got me through the minor leagues.
Yeah.
Like that's like the big thing for me is like, at the time the humor made sense.
Yep.
No one called you a JT. Whoa, and then they're going around there, you did sleep with Mrs. Pepperfield. Jive Turkey's a little bit over the line, my man. It's little moments like that that I miss. But I'll put Talladega's got to be in. So I got Anchorman, other guys, Step Brothers, Talladega, and I will put Kicking and Screaming. I'll take Semi-Pro out. It's a tough one.
That's a better list.
It's a tough one.
And yes, I did forget about Waterboy. You guys are right. I can quote Waterboy like no tomorrow. So.
And those Adam Sandler movies, and we got to wait for next week on that.
Wait for next
because we got some.
Yeah, we got Adam Sandler.
Moments there.
I was gonna say I think Adam Sandler the top like 3 are pretty self-explanatory, but
they are. Then it's like, how do you fill out the top 5?
Yeah,
going to be the question.
Filling out the top 5 is where it's going to get.
This was definitely going to be one of the harder ones that we had to do.
Yeah,
but every Thursday we're going to do it right here on the show. And if you're new to the channel, hit that like and subscribe button. We do this live every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday right here on YouTube, X, and Facebook. Do we want to open up some Q&A for channel members?
We can.
We can. And while we're doing that, guys, because it's also on Thursdays, and this is just it's our type of day for show, or where things are a little bit down content wise. Zach, we introduced when Chuck E. Cheese got arrested, right?
Mhm. Yes.
You remember seeing that. How
Yes, I
about we go out to Seattle now, where in Seattle, timeout. Did I lose it?
That was quite the hype up.
Yeah.
For
We're
the
in
letdown.
Seattle. Where the hell is it? Did it not download? Okay, timeout. I got to go back to Seattle here. Well, apparently in Seattle, the Kraken, the mascot, he was a part of, I don't know if it's like a shoot or something was going on. And let's just say the Seattle Kraken mascot should not be on a fly fishing trip in Alaska. Okay? Because in the wild, a mascot is not going to really stand a chance against the wildlife. And also, you might entice one of the big dogs in their atmosphere. And I'm talking about one of those big dogs being a damn grizzly bear. So, guys, they're fly fishing here. And watch this grizzly bear hauling ass after Mr. Kraken.
Holy shit.
Also, what is the mascot?
Oh my God. That bear is shit. I would be shitting my pants right now.
And they're like, yep, we're just kind of moving. Also,
shitting my pants.
Is that a gremlin? Kraken? And there it is. That thing is just moving. Like, okay, we're just going to move.
Oh my God.
And I know it stops and everything's fine. But I'm sitting there going, you know, one, is this a promotion for the Kraken? Well, I guess it is, all content's good content. Definitely not the case here. But what is it, Zach? Do you have a name for the Kraken mascot?
Yeah, let me get his name.
It's no Chuck E. Cheese getting arrested.
Bowie. His name's Bowie.
His name's Bowie, the Kraken?
Yep, Bowie the Kraken.
Like a water buoy?
Yeah, Buoy.
That's what a Kraken looks like?
Who thought about it? No, that's not what a Kraken
looks like.
This is a terrible mascot.
Yeah, this is not the Kraken I would have gone with.
Release the Kraken.
Sorry for the Kraken fans out there, but this is terrible.
I mean,
honestly, it looks like a
best team fan name, the Crackheads, but
it looks like a green version of the Browns like elf mask.
Yeah, kind of.
Is he a Seattle sea troll? I'm seeing that. Sea troll? Those are things.
So what is the mascot? Is it a Kraken? Is it a sea troll? Is it a buoy?
Definitely not a buoy.
Well, that's his name.
I know he can be named Bowie, but he's not an actual buoy. Buoy.
This is all dumb.
I'm just saying.
Everything about this is dumb. The mascot's dumb. The mascot being out there with the grizzly bear's dumb. It's just all dumb.
I like just looking back of like, should I,
Well, they're
what
telling you
do I
supposed
do
to
if this thing keeps coming at me?
Yeah, you're supposed to act like bigger than the bear.
Oh, like, yeah.
That's what you're supposed to do.
You're supposed to do. Oh, goodness gracious. What's worse? Stack, it's a good point. What's worse, dying on the toilet or dying in a Kraken mascot suit?
Definitely the latter.
Yeah. If you've seen Jurassic Park, that guy dies in the toilet.
Elvis died on the toilet, apparently.
That too.
Yeah.
One of those is real and one of them is not. Let you guys be the deciding factor of that.
Did Elvis not die on the toilet?
Well, I was saying Jurassic Park's a movie.
Oh.
So the guy didn't actually get bitten.
Yeah, form your own opinion.
Yeah. Let that be that. And Tom, though, hey now, Zach, get on.
Oh.
Hey,
Tom.
We're back.
Yes.
We're back. Hey, hit the applause.
Oh shit, where's it at? There it is.
Yeah.
Hey.
Appreciate you, Tom.
You're the man, Tom.
We're having fun. It's, you know what? I know it's been a low content day, but I've had fun, guys. It's been a good day. It's been a good day. And are we doing call-ins?
I put the link out.
We are doing call-ins. Okay, before we get to call-ins, though, maybe we'll take a quick trip up to our friends at Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races and West Virginia. Nice.
We always stop at the same exact time.
I mean, I think we're getting in when we're in the building together. It's pretty good.
I know it's always in sync.
It's always in sync.
It's pretty incredible.
In sync.
Were you in sync yesterday, Zach, for your bets?
No.
Uh-oh.
Jaron Duran, we asked him for 2+ bases. I said, get it done early so we can go sweat free. Gets a single in the first inning and then goes 0 for the rest of the way. Tough way to end the 6 for 6. But here's how we get back. We go with an old friend. Kyle Stowers, 2+ bases. Let's get back on the horse.
Who'd the Marlins play?
They are playing. Why did I just blank on this? The Braves. I want to say Guardians.
Okay.
So
I like
badly.
that. I like that.
Against Carlos Carrasco. So, hey, Kyle Stowers, 2+ bases. Let the kid get hot.
Well, he
Or
is
stay hot. Yeah.
Hopefully he can figure it out this year.
Yeah.
It'd be good.
Seems to be a little lost.
He seems to be a little bit lost. But you know what? You know who's not lost? Well, Zach lost. We haven't lost yet, Zach. But if you're lost,
Can't lose if you don't play.
Yeah, well, if you want to play or you're lost on where we're going to be on September 7th, hey, we'll give you a map. We'll direct you. We're going to be up at Hollywood Casino for week 1 of the NFL season. That's Sunday from 12 to 4.
Yep.
We're going to be up there for the early slated games, and there's 2 guests that are going to be there. They're going to join the show as well. One of them is a longtime Washington player. I guess I'll name him because he is coming there officially.
It's not the secret.
It's not a secret anymore. Chris Cooley for Washington was with the Redskins, the Washington franchise. And if you're a Baltimore Ravens fan, you know that for a lot of years, well, especially in the early 2000s, the Ravens, they like to play defense and they like to run the damn football.
Oh, yeah.
And they ran the damn football as good as anybody. And this guy was a dominant force for Baltimore, almost set the single-season rushing record. And by the way, was a helping hand for the Ravens, right? In the first ever Super Bowl victory against the Giants. Jamal Lewis is going to be at Hollywood Casino. So Jamal Lewis, Chris Cooley, and the Ryan Ripken Show, we will be there. We'll have more details to come soon on the event. It's going to be one hell of a day. And the Ravens, obviously, they kick off that night going to Buffalo to play the Bills in a rematch of last year's AFC divisional matchup. So can't wait for that. And we are excited to make our trip back up to our friends at Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races and West Virginia.
Oh,
Step a little short.
I thought you were going to keep
You
up
hung
with
it out too long.
Yeah.
No,
I
thought you were gonna
we
keep it up with me.
miscommunication.
That's on
there.
you.
Miscommunication.
that's on.
It's always on me. Always on me. Well, we'll see if we get any of the call-ins. The call-ins will be you posted it for channel members in
the chat.
In the chat.
Pinned on the YouTube chat.
On the chat. In the chat, up the chat. Good stuff, guys. Good stuff. Oh, we're having fun. Oh, by the way, your boy's gonna get better at golf here soon.
Oh, why's
What's
that?
happening?
Yeah,
Why is that?
because I'm gonna get some lessons. I'm gonna get some more lessons to get going.
What?
Yeah, I gotta work, dude.
Okay.
If I can get that slice out of the way.
You gotta get the baseball swing out of you. That's the problem.
Yeah, I need to go more this way, and I'm going more
Yeah.
down and through. But I told you guys before air, I'll tell everyone here, we're going to have some great content from the BMW Championship. Went up there today at Caves. Place looks sick.
Yeah.
There's a beer garden there.
Yep.
The welcome area is massive at the beer garden as well. You have video boards. If you're a BMW owner, if you're a registered BMW owner, you get free access then to one of the special spots where all the players are walking from the 17th to the 18th green. It's amazing. And shout out our guy, Ben. He's putting together the footage. So we'll have that out to you guys. But if you guys are interested, BMW Championship tickets are on sale right now. Practice rounds start next week on Monday. But tournament Thursday to Sunday should be a great time. Go to bmwchampionship.com. And if you are a military member, thank you for your service, past and present. Just prove that you are a military vet in any capacity, free admission to the event, which I think is awesome.
Yeah.
And I clarified, which they might think that Kevin's 15 or below. But if you have a kid that's 15 or below and you buy one adult ticket, kid can come too for free.
There you go.
Some good deals, man. I'm telling you.
Hell yeah.
Let me tell you about it. But appreciate BMW Championship. Check out bmwchampionship.com. All right. We rocking? We rolling?
Yep.
Who we got behind who we got?
We got
we got Laura.
Yeah, we do.
We can bring Laura onto the screen. Laura!
Hey.
Just me? There's nobody else here?
Nope.
I mean, we're here.
Oh, well, I mean, outside of you guys. You know
What's
what time
up?
it is, Canada? Sorry. I'm in the back of the car, as you can tell. I'm actually closer to you guys. I'm in North Carolina.
Oh.
North Carolina. Come on and raise up.
There you go.
So it is out there head looking like a helicopter.
Yeah!
Yes, Laura.
I know the word. I know the word. Come on now. I'm all about Petey Pablo.
Petey Pablo, man.
Yeah.
People, the kids don't know. I'm looking
No.
right at him. He doesn't know Laura.
No, I have no clue.
How do you not know who Petey Pablo is? What is wrong with y'all?
Because he
Let me
wasn't
rephrase that.
born
What is wrong with you, Zach?
he wasn't
I'm
yeah, he wasn't-
youthful. I am youthful and young, and I watch
You know,
Sports
the
Center
only-
24/7.
You might be able to use that as an excuse with your other people, but Ryan and I were singing "Afternoon Delight" word for word yesterday, and that
Right.
came out like 30 years before we were born. So
Yeah. I didn't know what it meant until like 10 years
See,
ago.
that is correct. I mean, after the light was out when I was a child. That's how old
Yeah.
that song was.
there
Because
you
I
go.
specifically remember it on the radio.
Yep.
On the AM radio, because we didn't have
Oh.
FM radio back then.
She had it on an 8-track.
Okay. Right? That's what I'm talking about.
It was on a 45. There you go.
So hopefully I don't lose you. I'm in the
Do you know what I mean when I say it
in the
was on a
booty.
Now I'm getting a little bit confused on that.
Laura, do you know what I mean when
live
I
in
say
very,
the
very
afternoon,
rural North Carolina. So
Laura, do you know what I mean when I say the afternoon light was on a 45?
oh, I know what you mean.
It's a record player.
Probably has something to do with those dildos that were thrown on the court too.
Now we're just made a left turn.
Wow, that I don't know where the correlation was between the two there.
I was just the wrong type of vinyl. Wrong type of vinyl.
We were talking about some old classics, and I guess maybe some people say that's a classic. You know? Hey, they did arrest 18-year-old kid for it.
Rubbing sticks and stones together makes sparks at night. I mean, they're not talking about making a fire, like not at a campground.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, they're not. I found that out. But literally, like you mentioned, what happened in the WNBA, there was no metaphor for what that was. They literally were throwing toys, and the guy 18 years old, like, I'm sorry, it was a stupid
When I
joke.
first heard that song, I was probably about 5 or 6, and I could have sworn it had something to do with fireworks on the 4th of July. I didn't know any better.
I don't know if Laura can hear us.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree, Laura.
So,
All right.
yep. So
Okay.
that's really all I had. I'm visiting my dad in North Carolina today. I'm going to be up here for the next couple of days, and I'll be back home on like Saturday. And I really didn't have anything because the Orioles are the Orioles. I'm excited for Ravens season. So I'm going to be working both Sundays this season because nobody else at work wants to work Sundays. So I volunteered because all I really need to do is just keep up with my fantasy football teams. I don't really need to watch the games. So
Yeah, well, hey, soon enough, Laura, we will. But we appreciate you calling in. Enjoy.
always a pleasure, guys. Wait a minute. Hold up. When are we going to get the hair care sponsorship for Brad and Kevin?
Hair care sponsorship. Well,
I could use one.
Because you're not included in that, Ryan. It's Brad and Kevin with the
Yeah.
good hair.
all right, Laura, it was great to see you on that note. Great to see you on that note. Just kidding, Laura. Love you, but we will work on that in the future. But damn, you know, when I don't get included in that, it hurts.
Jeez.
I mean, I don't have all the hair in the world. Don't you smile over there, Zach. You're on your
got
way.
all the hair. I got all. It's just where it starts is the issue. But I got
mean,
all the hair in the world.
I got hair back here too,
I was
buddy.
gonna say I got all the hair in the world. It's just where it starts.
I got hair back here, bud. All right. You see this?
Hey, do you shower with that hat on?
I should get a waterproof hat.
You probably should.
That's the move.
No doubt
Waterproof
about that.
hats.
Oh, goodness gracious.
Could
All
be a
right.
thing. Could be the move.
Might be.
Keep it moving along. Who we got next?
We
Brad?
got British Raven 19.
Nick. What's up?
How y'all doing?
Oh, we're doing, man. Are you staying up to watch the Colts Ravens first game of the preseason?
Is that a silly question or is that a silly question?
That might sound like a
It's the-
silly question.
Some might say it's silly. We like
It's the guy with a slightly worse sleep schedule than Kevin staying up for a
Nobody
football
has
game
a worse sleep schedule.
at midnight.
Kevin.
You know, me and Kevin have once had a conversation at 4 a.m. my time. Completely normal.
That's the middle of the day for Kevin.
I didn't sleep for 3 hours later, but you know, it is what it is.
Yeah, you know, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
But do you also not wake up till 2 p.m. because Kevin doesn't wake up till 2 p.m.
Actually, no, I wake up a little bit earlier. I do not sleep well, so I wake up at like 10:30, 11.
All right.
So
I don't sleep too well
Yeah.
either. I was up late last night, and then one of those days though, I don't understand how it works where you can have minimal sleep and wake up and you know, be energized to an extent, and you get through the day, and then maybe you'll crash later. And then other days, like, man, I slept 8 hours. Oh, I'm going to feel great. And you're like, why am I so damn tired?
I will say that
I got the requirement.
you will sleep very well if you are in a hotel room with Ryan after you have gotten pretty shit faced with some MLB network execs. That's when you sleep.
Yeah.
I don't know about you all, but alcohol really keeps me awake forever.
You know,
I passed out. I was snoring like a
you know what?
somebody.
If I'm at a point where I drank, if I was overserved, I tend to fall asleep. I tend to fall asleep very quickly. If it's one of those where I've had a couple and you're feeling fine, that's where I get in a little bit of trouble, Nick, where I'm up then. Now I'm
You're just nice and chilled.
yeah, now I'm going through and I'm watching, Bowie the Kraken, whatever the hell's happening there. I'm going through to see football highlights. Who am I going to draft in fantasy? Like, that's where I go. That's where I go. But I'm excited about this game. What are you excited about though? What did you want to talk about, Nick? Because I don't want to take the words out of your mouth, whatever you want to talk about.
You know what? You're actually feeding in really nicely to what I wanted to talk about.
Perfect.
It's almost like we have this telepathic relationship by now. It's been over a year. I've got the Rocco head. Nobody likes the Rocco head.
Yep.
And you know what? No, it's Tyler Loop. That's the guy I'm looking forward to see. He's the drum I was banging going into the draft. I said if the Ravens were going to take a kicker, it would be him. You know why? The leg. You can teach mechanics later. Legs is all you need. That guy could hit 70 and probably he'll be good from 80. I don't care.
Yeah, I'm really excited. I just hope that his teammates don't let him down, specifically number 46, the guy who's snapping the football.
Nobody's seen that guy except for being on the field. I hope to hell he is locked in, because if he isn't, I'm gonna clip that.
You know what? Good. Keep him accountable. Please. We are going to have Nick involved for the season, and the hours are changing, and we might add a Nick segment later on if he can't come on the show. We might just have a Nick. I want to either have a roast of Nick each show, or I just want Nick to break down big moments for special teams. That's what we need. This is what we want.
He has to actually show up. The man hasn't been in this studio in over a year.
He's been skipping on this community for far too long.
Yes, thank you.
You know what?
I'm all about these ideas.
Should throw him in the harbor.
They just need to happen.
Yeah,
is what I'm saying.
Oh, we'll get him. We'll get him. We'll get him.
I mean, who knows? Maybe Nick Moore ends up on Festivus Claus's bad list this year.
Could. He really could.
I think he should.
I don't know. I've got an open communication with Festivus clause, and he's open to suggestions.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Put him on the naughty list.
Nick,
Yeah.
pay attention. I feel like every time I mention Nick's name more and more, I get a random text. So I'm curious later on if I'm going to get one from Nick Moore. But I'm with you. Tyler Loop, though, to wrap it up.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the one thing. We can talk about position battles and, who's going to play linebacker, with, seeing Trent Simpson is one guy who's going to be across from Roquan, whatever it could be. How are the wide receivers meshing? DeAndre Hopkins, you got Bateman, Flowers. How's Keaton Mitchell going to fit in, et cetera, right? But the biggest thing is who's kicking the football, which looks like it'll be Tyler Loop on opening night. But how are you going to do when there's, packed house, games on the line, under the lights, biggest pressure situations? But you got to start somewhere, and it's going to start at least in Baltimore, where he's going to have fans in the stands and playing another opponent. So I'm excited for that. I am. I'm excited for that.
Absolutely. I mean, he showed up well in college when he made that move from high school to college. He looked great. And I mean, coming to the NFL is a different level, but that man's got ice in his veins, so I'm pretty confident he'll make it happen.
I'm hoping, man. I'm hoping. I just want to see Baltimore win a Super Bowl again. That would be neat.
Yeah.
That'd be great for us to be going to cover the Super Bowl and the Ravens be in it,
Who knows? The promised land is within reach.
One thing the Ravens don't lack is talent with this team. And if they got Lamar Jackson at quarterback, they're going to be in a good position. Anything else, Nick, before I let you go, besides the fact that I'm going to need you to be in full helmet gear come week 1?
Well, the helmet's right there.
Good. I said by week 1. Yeah, I mean, you don't have to suit up for preseason. We know what
exactly.
you
I'm a starter, right?
Yeah,
that's right.
I'm not playing week 1.
No,
but I will be watching from the sidelines. And by the sidelines, I mean, a couple thousand miles away in Robin Hood County, Nottingham, England.
That's exactly. That's crazy. So, I'm right next to that.
Yeah.
Wild.
It's nuts.
Would have thought the power of the internet that's only just started working again.
Yeah, how about that? Well, Nick, man, I appreciate you. Always great talking.
I appreciate you all.
And we're gonna have a hell of a football season. I'll tell you that. We got a lot of things planned. It's gonna be a lot of fun.
I'm geared up. I'm ready for football season. I need it like water after a desert mirage. The Orioles have dried me out.
Well,
it's time to get moist again, folks.
Yep. Yep, I agree.
And maybe we'll shine helmets as well whilst we're talking out of context.
Yeah. Okay, yep. Damn it, Nick. All right, great seeing you, Nick. Appreciate
Thank
you.
Folks.
See ya.
See you.
British Raven, everybody. I knew he was going to get me with something. Always does.
You know what?
Oh, gosh. Well, you know what? We love the community. We love the call-ins. As a reminder for everyone out there, our Holy Shirts and Pants members, we are having our call-in sessions. So if you want to be a part of that, click the join button to be a member of the Ryan Ripken Show community, Holy Shirts and Pants members, and call in. We love it. We love getting to hear from our group. And I think the last but not least, Brad, I think we got the more you know with down in Arkansas. Joe. Hey, Joe, the graphic looks great.
Yeah, we got it working today somehow.
Wait, did you put that on like when you connected in? Like you put the virtual background in the phone?
I did it last night for Kevin and Zach to test it, and it's working better today, apparently. So
it looks good, man.
It didn't work out so well last night, but apparently the Red Bull truck makes it work. So
looks a lot better tonight, Joe. That's for sure.
It does.
It was only see-through Joe's beard last night.
Yeah. Hands up, I forgot the show was on. I was driving and lost in my world, and I was like, "Oh shit, the show's on today," and you guys were almost over. So I don't know what happened, but
yeah. Today has been a
chill day.
Like there really is no storyline. So we talked about Will Ferrell movies.
What ended up being your number one movie?
I put Anchorman for the legacy of how that catapulted Will Ferrell's, into the next movies. And also, I just was obsessed with that as a kid. Other guys was 2. 3 was Step Brothers. I ended up putting Talladega at 4 now, and 5 was Kicking and Screaming because I just think that it was so ridiculous that Mike Ditka signed on to be in that movie. It's just phenomenal. But Blades of Glory could have been good too. Semi-Pro, I love. So there's so many good ones, Joe.
There are. He's phenomenal. Most everything. Daddy's Home is one of my favorites.
You like Daddy's Home?
That's the one with Mark Wahlberg, right?
Yep. Well, the other guys is as well, but Daddy's Home, they ran it back.
Yeah, the second one wasn't as good, but the first one was pretty good.
Yeah, I'm going to have to do a deeper dive with Daddy's Home. I just was so locked into pre-2010 Will Ferrell, that it's hard to it's like, yeah, it's like how you remember certain things. And the Will Ferrell of those movies, that type of comedy was different, but I gotta give it a long look. I didn't like all the Will Ferrell movies to start. The other one I randomly thought of was Land of the Lost. Talk about a weird movie. But I actually thought it was hilarious when I watched it back. It is so dumb, though. It is so dumb. Well, hey, Joe, what I don't without further ado, what I know you got a fact for me. What you got?
I just learned this. Apparently there's a yard sale on Highway 64 that stretches across the whole thing. I just learned this driving in today. Like I passed like 30 or 40 people out on the end of the highway, just massive yard sales on both sides.
Stretching across
The whole state. I think it's today, tomorrow, and Saturday.
So it's like a thing. It's like, hey, come by August 7th to whatever to Route 60. You say 64?
Yeah, Highway 64.
Yeah, just come on and bring all your stuff, and then come get some.
Yep, and people just pull over and buy whatever they want and travel the whole. You basically go across the whole state when you go 64. So.
Hell yeah, man, that's wild.
I've read about it last year, and I never had to drive out this way, but they changed where the warehouse is. So now I was driving past it. I was like, this is weird. And I looked it up, and sure enough, it's a thing every year. Highway 64 yard sale.
Yard sale every year. There's diamonds.
Don't forget Wiener.
There's Wiener, Alabama, or there's Wiener, Arkansas. Sorry, there's Wiener, Arkansas, where Zach is going to next year.
We got to do a live show from Wiener, Arkansas.
Yeah.
That's it
kind of reminds me of like, you guys are probably too young for. You remember Wienerville? Remember the show Wienerville?
I don't remember Wienerville. No.
Yeah, you're probably too young for that.
I wasn't. I didn't watch Wienerville.
I know.
Do you remember Wienerville on Nickelodeon?
I don't.
That was a show in the mornings. It came on every morning. Wienerville. It was this guy. It was kind of funny. Anyway,
I don't remember it.
Kind of just reminds me of like Wienerville, Arkansas, but it's just Wiener.
And then in week 2 of college football, we get A-State versus the Razorbacks in Little Rock. First time they're playing.
Wow. How about that? Yeah, we're gonna figure out how to get more. It's still with the audience, but we want to get a little bit into college football, sprinkle it in more this year because it's fun. It's great. We know actually Nick Moore will show up if we talk about SEC football. Yeah. I think that's what we're gonna do. So we
don't play. The Razorbacks don't play Georgia this year, but hell of a schedule though. They got Notre Dame coming into Fayetteville this year. First time they played Notre Dame in a long time too. So
and Notre Dame, man, I think they're the cream of the crop now. They way better than Georgia consistently. I just want Nick to hear that because it's not
really any team in the SEC.
In the SEC, they're just overrated now. It's all downhill. Just kidding though, Joe.
I'd like to see the Razorbacks win 7 games this year. That'd be an improvement.
You know what? for our next time, then I want to hear give me the full prediction for Arkansas as we get closer. We got what, 3 weeks till the season starts? 2.5, 3. I will need the Arkansas Joe prediction as we get closer. All right. But I'm glad. I appreciate you calling in. The logo looks great.
Yeah, Pigtown Sports made it, so it's not on me.
There you go.
He sent it to me.
Hell yeah, man. Well, hey, Joe, be good, be safe, and help us get an energy sponsor out there while
we'll
you're
work on it.
We'll work on it. Appreciate you,
Thanks,
Joe. Around the whole highway stretched out over a state is pretty damn long.
Yeah.
It's pretty damn long. All right. Well, I guess we got one more in the chamber here.
Yep.
I know it's not actually David Newhand, the baseball player.
No.
But that's a great throwback. Brooks, how we doing?
What's up, boys?
Nope. We got a cheers. Cheers, brother.
Cheers. We're going back.
Just gotta say, I just got it. I like how everyone just grabbed the closest thing to him.
I already finished. I had a Deep Eddies in Grand. I was actually drinking on the job today.
Yeah, no, I saw you make yourself a nice little cocktail, and you should. You earned it.
Yeah.
You earned it. Brooks, how's your day going?
Way
It's
to
going
chug
great,
that.
man. Cheers, boys. I don't really have a ton, but remember that really bad trade that we made with Kyle Stowers?
You know,
Yeah, that Trevor Rogers guy sucks.
Worst trade in history.
Yeah.
you know,
That guy
honestly,
stinks.
when I actually think this out loud, what if you were to say the need of what the team wanted? If you knew that Kyle would hit 30 home runs or Trevor Rogers would have a sub-2 ERA and potentially be a top 2 pitcher in your staff,
And in the league.
what would you take? You know? And I think
What did we need?
yeah, I mean, it's need, right?
Yeah.
You need pitching. We have found out the Orioles need some pitching. All of baseball needs pitching, and I love Stowie, but Stowie's having the expectation now for Stowie next year is for him to hit 30 jacks a year.
Yeah.
That's a high expectation. Trevor Rogers, I think if he has an ERA below 3, return of investment is going to be phenomenal. It's already exceptional if you look at right now. If he does this, he'll be Cy Young-esque. So,
Well, remember, Gunnar sucks this year, right? Because he's not doing what he did last year.
yep. I mean that's
He
the whole
stinks,
part of it.
right? I mean, nobody's talking about how much better his defense has gotten. I mean, he's got 14 errors? Not even that. Probably less than that.
Yeah,
And-
Gunner's a guy that plays on confidence for sure.
Yeah, I mean, I think most guys do, but it seems like he's made a considered effort to make the routine plays make it look a lot easier. So I don't know. Everybody was on Gunner last year when he's having a career year and hitting a ridiculous amount of bombs and for average and everything else. And this year, everybody gets on him because he gets a slow start because he's got, abdominal issues, wrist issues, any kind of hand issue is going to be a slow start no matter what. It's going to take a while to get power back in your swing. And then he fixes his defense. Since they fixed his defense, but his defense is way better. And nobody's talking about it. Nobody's giving him credit for that.
Yeah,
Oh, man. It's a rough go of it right now in Oriole land.
Yeah, I mean, losing brings out all of the issues, even if they're, I wouldn't even say issues. Everything gets magnified when things aren't going well. And for Gunner, yeah, he made errors and mistakes that plays he probably should have made earlier in the year, but it's not because he doesn't have the talent. He is the shortstop of the Baltimore Orioles for a reason. A lot of teams would take him as a shortstop on their team. It's about getting more comfortable and making the routine plays more routine and also making the hard plays, which sometimes you can argue those are easier for him because he doesn't have to think.
It's just reactionary. Yeah.
It's reactionary. But for Gunner, though, as a hitter, yeah, I mean, if you were to tell me that his down year is going to be right now where
270.
he's hitting 283 right now with an OPS still
283.
over 800, and he'll have a chance to have 20-some jacks this year, and that's a down year for Gunner, It's really good. It's
So disappointing. It's really
not-
disappointing.
not top 5 MVP.
He's got 7 errors on the year.
So
So
we'll see
half of what I said. Yeah.
Yeah. I was gonna say 14 sounds like an awful lot because Volpe's got 16 and he's playing like shit.
And the last 2 years,
Well,
though, for instance, he was an
I think he
MVP.
had 20 some last year.
He had 25 last year.
Yeah.
It was high
He has
last
7 this year.
Yep.
It's a progress. It's progression.
Yeah.
But he was a top 8 MVP candidate his rookie year, top 4 last year. So the expectation is for Gunnar to be a top 5 player, which has he been that throughout the course of the year? No, but is he still, would you take 5 guys over Gunnar for the next 10 years? You could make the argument, but it's hard for me to look around at the list right now who's in the big leagues and keep him off of that list at 24 years old and still just entering the prime of his career, which is crazy to see. So with you, Brooks.
I mean, if we're playing the comparison game here, I mean, and everybody loves to compare him to Bobby Witt. What's Bobby Witt's stats this year? And I don't even know off the top of my head.
Well, he also didn't win the All-Star game starting nod. Bobby Witt's in 287, 16 home runs, 64 RBIs. So more RBIs, a few more home runs.
He's also played more games.
He's played the whole season, yeah.
And Gunnar missed the first couple of weeks, but he's got 37 doubles, though. Goodness gracious.
Jesus.
He's got 37 doubles, 16 jacks, and he's got an OPS of 838. So the OPS is just slightly higher, but the offensive production by him is definitely better. The WAR is 1 game or 1 point higher, I should say. Gunnar has 25 doubles in comparison, 13 home runs, 47 RBIs. Yeah, I mean, Bobby Witt's a hell of a player, but, that's the comparison. That's the comparison that it's with. Also, by the way, why David Newhand today?
I don't know. That's one of the old guys that came to mind. I try to go with I think I had Josh Towers on the show today for our show today.
That's incredible.
Try to do one of the old guys that I grew up with watching every day. David Newhand, when he broke in and everybody thought he was going to be
the guy.
Next, I mean, I kind of compared Joey Rickard to him. Everybody thought Joey Rickard was going to be amazing as well. Right when he broke in.
FYI, Bobby Witt Jr. also has 7 errors on the year.
Yeah.
And played more games.
Yeah, they've played 7 more games.
Or
6 more games. He's played 6 more games.
There you go.
There it is. The more that we talk about this, the more we understand that they're really good players.
Yeah.
Mhm.
And each season is different.
It is, Brooks. It is.
Turns out.
It does turn out. Hey, Brooks, my people have to talk to your people. We got to talk about some things moving into the fall. Have a little fun. All right?
Sounds good, buddy.
All right, man. Great
Let us
seeing
know.
you. Great seeing you. Cheers to you. Got the whole bottle.
Cheers, David.
My people will talk to your people.
Yeah.
Sure.
Hey, Brad,
You.
lay off the chest press a little bit, man.
Those are squishy chesticles, not hard ones.
Those puppies were screaming yesterday, 2 days ago, whenever they were.
Yesterday. Yeah.
Man, Brooks is always here to pump you up over there. All right, Brooks, appreciate you, man. Thank you, and we'll talk to you soon, all right? See ya.
Thanks,
Beautiful.
Brooksy.
Beautiful. Yeah, we got to do some stuff. We got some things in the works with Gary Williams Stole My Lawn Furniture.
Yeah, we got to get back out to the Chaucer.
Yeah. We got to do that. We got to get some things going. I got to see the secret club too.
Yeah.
Got to see it. Got to see it. Also, I got to figure out a new jingle. We were working on a jingle last night for Merit. That's can be on our end out right here. So guys, hear it out for a second. Okay. It's Merit's. I was thinking about Push It, Salt and Pepper, push it, but it's Merit, fitness real good, but there's something else that went in there. I'm working on ideas.
I don't know. I don't like that at all.
I don't think that they'll like it, but I'm trying here.
West
Yeah,
Virginia
some
works.
things we should probably keep in the
Yeah.
in the meetings.
No,
some
that
board
was
meetings don't need to go public.
that was- absolutely terrible. That was. You've had some really corny
Merit.
shit. That might be up there as the most corny shit of all time.
Merit. I don't.
You like it. You like it.
Like, it's
No.
just, I love the way that you go.
No.
You go, yeah, and that's like, merit. I was like, where's the red? Like I thought it was going a completely different
Well,
direction.
the thing is, I can do the merit, and then you guys can go
No.
fitness real good. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Fitness pizza in my mouth.
Excuse that. What?
Fitness pizza in my mouth.
Yeah, I don't know. That sounded
I coulda-
weirder to me.
All right, fine. Fitting these nuts in your mouth. How about that?
That's not what we were going with here. Okay.
Oh, we killed that idea. How about
No, the idea is still out
that?
there.
No, it ain't.
It's out there. It's out there still. What do you think? Yes?
No, absolutely not.
He's got a yes. There it is.
Calvin doesn't count.
He's a good kid sometimes. Well, guys, I think we're getting close to the end of the show here. Appreciate all of our sponsors. And by the way, before we get on out of here, I did want to make a point because it actually came out of nowhere. And we got the news from Hollywood Casino because he was supposed to come up a different time. But Rick Dempsey is going to be at Hollywood Casino in the Potomac room. And I'm going to pull up a couple things real quickly so you guys can see it. And I was just talking with Hollywood about that. I'm like, you kidding me? Rick didn't tell me he was going up. Well, I got to get caught up with Rick. But let me pull the image up for you guys.
She got a couple hours.
What? Yeah, I got some time. You know, we like to catch up and talk and shoot the shit in under 3 seconds. Zach, ready?
Here we go.
There it is.
There you go.
There he is, though. But pop-up alert, baseball legend Rick Dempsey is popping in this Saturday for a signing event up at Hollywood Casino at Charlestown Races in West Virginia. Boom. And yeah, Rick Dempsey. Talk about World Series MVPs with Steve Pearce. Well, the Orioles' last World Series championship, it was Rick Dempsey in 1983 taking home MVP honors. And he is beloved in the community in Baltimore. If you're an Orioles fan, Saturday, 5 p.m. to 8 p.m., Potomac Room at Hollywood Casino, and they got an open bar for VIP wristband holders. Cash bar to the public. So I guess if you're a VIP, open bar sounds pretty nice to me.
Hell yeah.
But no tickets needed to go to the event, by the way. You just got to show up, bring your item, and meet an icon of the Baltimore Orioles there in Rick Dempsey. First come, first serve. And it's a great opportunity. Just popped up. Literally pop up.
There you go.
It popped up. Baseball pun. Is that bad? That wasn't that. It
wasn't
popped.
bad.
Yeah, you
It
got
wasn't bad.
a call for it.
Yeah, we're getting for it. Mine. Ball. No, you don't say. I'm trying to remember what I say. I don't think you say. Yeah, no, you say mine.
Did you
No.
say ball or mine?
No, I don't say ball. I know. Sorry, I say neither. Why the hell am I saying that? I say I got it. I know. In pro or in like high school ball, there are amateur ball before you get to professionals.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
always like a mine or ball.
Yeah.
In pros, it's like I got it. Usually, I never said ball in the professional ranks.
Yeah.
I think I got made fun of that. Just like you don't call a coach in the minors coach. They hate that.
What do you call him?
You just call them their name.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I mean, the only time you can call a coach is the manager, and sometimes you go like, "Hey, what's up, Skip?"
Yeah.
Other than that, never call someone, "Oh, hey, Coach Buck." Like, who the hell are you?
That's so crazy because
name's
like
Buck.
football,
It's always that.
Coach-
Baseball
yeah,
or basketball is always that too.
and it's like almost disrespectful if you don't.
Mhm.
It's kind of crazy.
Yeah. Zach, you can call me Coach.
I don't see that ever happening. Don't think we're getting to that far.
You can call me Skip. Skip. All right. Anything else I'm missing, guys?
Nope. Think we're good.
Think we're good? Well, Zach, great having you back. Brad,
Good to be back.
Yeah.
good to have a trio in here. Kyle
Yep.
and the Iron Rooster, he will be back next week to get this all done. Oh, yeah, you got the double screen going. That was nice.
Yeah, I was a little. I slipped. Didn't mean to do that.
That's okay. Well, we have a brand new interview that's going to drop this Sunday. Legends. We got Don Mattingly coming your way, so stay tuned for that. Don, the hitman up there, Yankee captain, actually, as well. He is going to be our featured Legends of the Game interview on Sunday. And then we got some other things working up our sleeve that we'll keep in tune with. But Zach, Brad, should we cue the music?
Sky rockets in flight. Boo! Afternoon delight.
I didn't think he was going to sing it.
I was waiting for the drop.
We
Afternoon delight.
boo.
Boo!
Yeah, you guys are gonna have to take the rest of the way.
No, what are you talking about? You just do it that way. Okay, okay. You want us to play the other
Afternoon
music
delight.
so it makes you feel better?
I'm hitting the wait, did Blaze Jordan? Sorry. It's all something about Blaze Jordan real fast.
Did you want to hit? Do you want Brad?
No,
to
I
hit the
said
regular
we're doing
music?
after. I thought we were doing afternoon delight. Are we doing afternoon delight or
Which
what?
part of Afternoon Delight are we doing?
What would you
I
like?
thought we were doing the afternoon delight.
But that's like getting it to the part of it.
Well, yeah,
Gonna
then
find my
that's
baby,
when I
gonna
passed it
hold her
off to you
tight.
guys. It was like it's like long snapper, getting it into position for the hold. And
Motto's
everything.
always
Been when it's right, it's right. Why wait until the middle of a cold, dark night when everything's a little clearer in the light of day? Hey, hey.
Afternoon delight.
And we know the night is always gonna be here anyway. Thinking of you working on my
Appetite, looking forward to a little afternoon delight.
Rubbing
Sticks and stones together, making sparks ignite.
And the thought of rubbing you is getting so excited. Sky rockets in flight. Boo! Afternoon delight.
Bam.
Whoop.
There we go.
Afternoon delight. No.
I thought we were ending it with a pow.
Jesus Christ.
No.
I thought we were